In this lesson, we're going to be doing equations of parallel lines. All right, so today we're going to be able to write an equation for a line given a point on the line and a line that's parallel to that line. Right, so quick refresher, a parallel lines will always have the same slope. So that's going to help us out this line. So if I have two lines that are parallel, then these numbers here have to be the same. So a 2 and a 2, or a third and a third. Right? So if they're parallel, they have to have the same. Right? These are the steps you're going to follow to write an equation. So it'd be a really good idea to pause the video right now and write these steps down. They're going to help you out later. What you're going to do is first you're going to plug in the point, which is going to be a comma b, and the slope, which is the m, to this formula here. Y minus b equals m times x minus a. Right, so you're going to plug in the point and the slope to this formula. Then you're going to distribute the m. Then you're either going to add or subtract the number with the y, so this number here. You're always going to do the opposite. So if your problem says to y minus 4, you'll add 4. If your problem says y plus 4, you'll want a minus 4. Always do the opposite of what you're given for that part. After that, you'll be done. That's the last thing. Right? So there's really 3 steps. Plug it in, distribute, add or subtract. So here's our first problem. So write an equation for a line that's parallel to the given line and goes through the given point. So we're given the equation of a line. Right? This is a line on the graph. They gave me a new point. What I want to know is what's the equation of a second line that goes through the point and is parallel to the first line. So it's a new line, right? We just want to know what's the equation of the new one so that it goes through this point here, right? So step 1 was to plug in the numbers to the equation, right? The point is your a and your b, and m is the number in front of x. In this case, that number is a 1, right? So our m is a 1, the a is a -2, and the b is a 3. So here's the formula. We're just going to plug it in, right? So it's going to be y minus the b is a 3, equals m is the 1, and then it's x minus whatever a is. In this case, a is -2. Right. So everything I wrote in black will always be there. The part I wrote in red is what you will replace with the numbers that you're given in your problem. Right. So we plugged in the m, the a, and the b. Right. So then what we do is step 2, that was step 1. Step 2 is to distribute. So we're distributing to 1 to both things in the parentheses. Right? So what we do is when you distribute, you multiply. 1 times x is 1x, and 1 times -2, or sorry, hold on. Before we do that, just a reminder, when you have 2 negatives here, it's the same as adding. So when I do 1 times 2, I get +2 because 2 negatives make a positive. The next step is to add or subtract the number with the y. In this case, that's a 3, the -3. The opposite of -3 is to +3. When you put it on the other side of the equation, always write it under the other number that has no x, right? Because 3 and x don't have a like term, so we can't add them together. But 2 and 3 have like terms, so we can add those together. Right? So our final equation will be y equals, the 1x will come down, 2 plus 3 is 5. So the answer is 1x plus 5. In our next example, same problem, I just changed the numbers up. Right? So we're trying to write a new equation. we know that the number next to x is the m, and the point gives us an a and a b. So we take the formula we had, and we plug those three numbers in. Right? So we'll have y minus the b, our b is a 7, equals m, which was a 3, and then x minus, and we'll put a in that spot, our a is 4, so 4 goes there. Right? We just plugged each of these into their spots. Right? Once you plug it in, distribute the 3. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 4 would be negative 12. Right? When you distribute, you are multiplying. Once you've distributed, you either add or subtract the number with the y. We have a minus 7. Opposite would be plus 7. So y equals 3x comes down. Negative 12 plus 7 would be negative 5. There we go. So the steps are to plug the numbers in to each spot, so b to b, m to m, a to a. Distribute the number in front of the parentheses, and then either add or subtract the number with the y to the other side. Final answer. So this is our last example, so why don't you pause the video, try it out, come back and watch to see how you did. All right, so pause the video. Right, so the number next to x is our m, and then the point gives us the a and the b. All right, so we take the formula and we plug them in, right? So b goes to b, so y minus 9 first. M goes to the m, so 1/2 in front of the parentheses. And a goes to a, so negative 2 goes after x minus. Right? When you have x minus minus, you actually have plus. Then we're going to distribute. So y minus 9 equals 1/2 x plus 1/2 times 2 is 1. Right? Add or subtract the number with the y. So plus 9 plus 9. Y equals, bring down your 1/2 x. 1 plus 9 is 10. 1/2 x plus 10 is this example here. Remember, if you have any questions, you can find me in office hours from 3:15 to 4 p.m. on the link on Google Classroom. It's the same link that it's been for a while now. Or you can send me a message on Remind